Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tasha, and today I wanted to talk about length retention. Oh my gosh, my hair. I literally have this curl that's just doing its own thing today. I feel like my hair is so lopsided because it's been a week since I've actually done my hair. There's so much noise out here. I don't record all the time because my house is full of noise. It's full of noise, but we're gonna have to work through the noise today. If this is your first time on my channel and you want to get familiar with me, make sure to go check out my other content so that we can familiarize ourselves with each other. These days I want to focus a lot on natural hair because I don't like the chat about the natural hair community failing us and all of the pasa about it, because it's not true. You have to understand, just because you see bad things about something or someone or whatever, it doesn't mean that it's actually bad, that there's not genuine people in that space, because there is. If you want to learn more about your natural hair, if you're on your natural hair journey, I won't only be doing natural hair stuff, but I'll be spending a lot of time talking about it from now on. Make sure that you subscribe so that you do not miss out. Also share these videos so that other people can see that there is still genuine natural hair girlies out there who are sharing their real life experiences with their hair and what they learn, and just anything natural hair, just curly hair in general. Length retention is not just about hair growth, it's about keeping the hair that you grow healthy so that you can prevent it from breaking. Because a lot of times, and myself included, I have tried to grow my hair in the past, and have you noticed that sometimes when you try to grow your hair, it just feels like it's not growing? But in reality, it's growing, it's just breaking along the way. Because if your hair is not healthy while it's growing, it can break. And no matter how many years go by, it would just feel like, oh my gosh, my hair is just the same length. It's not going nowhere. How come I can't have waist length hair? But if you learn to keep your hair healthy while it's growing out of its scalp, you can retain the length and have longer hair. You can actually grow your hair healthier within like 2-3 years, as opposed to trying for 5 years and seeing it growing nowhere, or it's going nowhere because you didn't actually, this is like such a tongue twister. You didn't try to keep the hair on your head healthy, so it continuously was breaking over the years. Within that 2 years, 3 year span, you were actually more focused on keeping your hair healthy, so it minimized the breakage, and now you have longer, healthier hair. I've been there. I'm actually going through that right now, where I do things to have more healthier hair these days, as opposed to having longer hair, and just feeling more comfortable with it and understanding it better. So if you are on your natural hair journey where you are trying to get healthier hair, you guys, so that we can retain length, I want to share with you guys some tips so that you can prevent breakage and actually grow out some long hair. The first way to retain length, and I realize it's one of the most important ways, you want to keep your hair moisturized, because if your hair is not moisturized, then it's going to break more easily. The way to keep your hair moisturized is to apply oils and hair creams. What I do is I apply castor oil to my actual scalp, and I'll apply more of hair creams to my hair. Where your hair may break the most is towards the ends, because that's where it's going to be more dry, because it's not near your scalp. So you want to make sure that you keep your ends moisturized as much as like up here, so that when you're brushing it, you're not just losing all the ends of your hair because now it's dry. So you want to keep your hair moisturized. I tend to moisturize my hair pretty much every day, and it's just a natural thing that I do. And when I keep it moisturized, I also keep my scalp moisturized. If your scalp is moisturized, then that new growth is just super extra healthy. But like I said, you also want to pay attention to the ends of your hair. The second way to retain your length and to keep healthy hair is to have little to no manipulation to your hair. You want to use wider tooth combs as opposed to like those little rat tail combs. You don't want to comb out your hair with those small comb pieces. No, you want to make sure that the tools that you're using actually will help your hair and prevent it from breaking. I recently did a video that I will also make sure to leave in my description, where the tools that you could use to detangle your hair. So you want to also use your hands to detangle, and also throughout the week I do not use any combs or brushes in my hair. I just have it like this. I literally do little to no manipulation in my hair. And I've realized that my hair is way more healthier than it used to be, because I honestly was manipulating it too much. I was using smaller tooth combs, and it will cause my hair to break too often, or it just cause it to come out in clumps. And nah, we ain't trying to do that. It's also worse if your hair is dry and then you're not using the right tools to comb out your hair. Then it's like you grew out all your hair now, and then it all came out with a comb. Next, when it comes to protective styling, you want to do styles that are not pulling on your hair too much and are not too tight. And one of the main ones that cause my hair to break a lot is if I did like a ponytail and I'm constantly doing the same part. Like if I kept doing a middle part of my hair and then I kept gelling it down now, making it tight, and then putting my scrunchie in, I noticed that I'll get like a little bald spot, and that's because the ponytail was tight and it was like I kept brushing it in the same direction. So over time I was pulling out so much of my hair. You just want to make sure you don't do styles that are too tight and that you're not pulling on your hair too much. And even elastic bands, when I use elastics in my hair, I would oil up the elastics so that it wouldn't make my hair break after a few days. Because if the elastics are in my hair, or if I have tight rubber bands in my hair and then my hair gets dry now, then it's going to break. When it comes to protective styles, you want to make sure that you're also not doing a protective style every day. So if you're a person that gets up and you're doing like the same style, or you're just always doing your hair just in those updos and using elastics and certain combs and brushes in your hair and gels in your hair all the time, then if it's not going to be the pulling that causes your hair to break, it's going to be the constant use of gel. I don't use gel so much in my hair, so I feel like the fact that I lost my gel was to my advantage, because now I see I can still get the curls that I want even if I don't use the gel. So the tightness, and then using products like gel that make your hair stiff and dry and then it will cause it to break, is where your hair is just not retaining length anymore. The next way to retain your length would be doing necessary trims to your hair. If you know how to trim your own hair, cool. I trim my own hair. I don't really go to the hairdresser like that, but you want to trim your ends when necessary. I was literally watching, was it like a reel or a short, where it was showing this is how your hair is going up the hair shaft, because it just kept having these little splits. The hair wasn't just going straight, it just had so many split ends in it. And if you don't trim your hair in the right amount of time, if you have a small split and then now you're just combing your hair every day, brushing it, and just doing all sorts of things to your hair, you're causing more split ends, and then the split ends that already happened is going up and up and up your hair shaft. To me, I would say the right amount of trims when it came to even my hair would be from like 4 to 6 months. Now, I felt like I was over trimming my hair sometimes, because if I felt like my hair wasn't curling properly before I understood my hair and I spent time to figure out what I needed to do to curl it properly, I was honestly trimming my hair too much, because I'd be looking in the mirror like, is my hair ends just dead? I just need to trim it some more. So I feel like I just trimmed off so much of my hair, which I don't mind because it will grow back healthier anyways, was just gone in the garbage because I felt like that's what my hair needed. So just understanding your hair type and what you actually need to do and what you actually need to use and how to use it is super important. My issue was I thought it didn't curl because it was dead. And the reason it didn't curl was because I didn't know how to use what I was using in my hair. The next way to retain your hair length, and this is like one of the easiest ways, well, to me it could be one of the easiest ways. If you go out a lot, it may be harder for you, but I'm like a homebody, so I stay home a lot. So leaving my hair alone is just very easy. This is me leaving my hair alone, or I would just wrap it in my scarf and that's it. So doing little to nothing to your hair, to be really honest with you, really does help. I had the most longest, healthiest hair when I didn't care to style it. I didn't care to style my hair in my school days. Like in elementary school days, your girl did nothing to her hair. I literally was made fun of a lot because I just wasn't that girl who cared to be girly and do her hair. So in that period of my life, I had the best hair, but I did nothing to it. Obviously, I grew up and I wanted to do my hair more, that, you know, I was just more in tune with myself and things like that. So when I am home, I don't really do much to my hair. I would have it in a pineapple, or I'll just leave it alone like this, or I'll just have my scarf on it. I won't have no tight styles in it while I'm at home. That's just ridiculous to me, because why would I put so much tension in my hair if I don't have to? Like, who see me? It's just me and the kids and the walls and everything. So just leaving your hair alone when you can, your hair just feels like, oh, okay, we can breathe, you know? So just, if you can, less is more. So scalp care. And it's like, I want to explain this the right way, because scalp care goes both ways. I realize that scalp care has a lot to do with the types of shampoos and conditionings that I specifically had in my hair. Once I realized that certain shampoos and conditionings were just causing my hair to flake more and have too much buildup, once I changed the shampoo and conditioners that I used, my scalp was way better. And then now I'm adding oils to scalp that has been treated better. So just staying away from shampoos that have too much chemicals, first of all. And I tell you guys that all the time. But really and truly, it was me having a hair care routine that allowed my hair to breathe more. So once I changed the shampoos and my conditioners, and I spent time and like massaged castor oil in my scalps a lot, and like I would rub it like this, like I would literally just, it take a few seconds and just rub in the castor oil, because I also have eczema, so it does help, and just massage my scalp. It does help with your length retention, because remember, your hair is growing out of your head. So the better you treat your scalp, the new growth is better. If you have dry scalp and just a lot of buildup on your scalp, then even just going along your natural hair journey can get frustrating, because if you have a problem like me, I still have a lot of dandruff and stuff, but now that it's maintained a bit better, I'm actually more excited to wear my hair like this, and I'm excited to see where it can go in the next few months. Next would be heat. I've stayed away from heat for so long, so you want to minimize heat. Okay, I feel like that's like so self-explanatory, but not only minimizing the heat, if you're going to use heat, you use heat protectants. You also want to minimize the chemicals in your hair. Chemicals are bad for your hair. Chemicals, I mean, there's some products that do have chemicals in there that I use in my hair, but I don't do much to my hair to begin with. So even if I am using a product that has certain chemicals in my hair, I'm the type of girl, like, I'm gonna wash my hair more earlier to get it out of my head than to keep that chemical in there. I really don't like to use stuff with too much chemicals in my hair, because the chemical is gonna break your hair. Like, chemical and hair and scalp, especially for me since I have eczema, it just doesn't go together. You want to avoid like relaxers and perms. I don't like that stuff. I don't like, I have nothing against people using it. Like, everybody has their reasons why they have to use a perm or they have to use a relaxer, but I felt how hair was before and after relaxers was put in, and I'm just like, why? You know, that's just my personal opinion. But if you're trying to grow healthy hair, putting a relaxer and perms in it, it's not going to be beneficial to your hair. I'm not for it. Like I don't, if you guys end up seeing me put like a relaxer in my hair, I don't know, just reach out to me and be like, yo girl, what's going on? Remember you told us you're not about that, so why are you even doing it now? It must be a reason. I don't know. I've never put that stuff in my hair, and I feel like there's other options that you can do, even styling options, than to go and put a relaxer in your hair. Basically, if you want to grow long natural hair and you're just on your natural hair journey and you're just wondering like why your hair hasn't surpassed a certain length after a certain period of time, it's most likely because of these reasons, and it's because you haven't been able to retain your length. So just going forward, you just want to go the healthier route to see ways that you can maintain healthier hair, because the healthier your hair is, the less it's gonna break. And the more you moisturize your hair and trim your hair when you need a trim, and just do the things that I mentioned in this video, you may see a difference in your hair growth. So yeah, that is basically it for my video, you guys. I hope you gained something from it, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, go, you know, thumbs up. Also remember to comment down below, just even to say hey, and I will say hey back. Don't forget to share this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. You know, it does help out the channel a lot, and it's free. It's free to subscribe, and then you'll always be recommended videos like this, and then you'll always be notified when I do post. So yes, until the next one, I love you guys so much. Bye.